Hello, welcome back to the channel. This message is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of August 2024. I do not read reversals. Also remember this reading is a general message, so it may not resonate with you. If it does not, please feel free to check out your other signs. Those videos will be posted shortly. I am using the Animals or Spirit Animal Oracle deck, and I pulled out cards for you already. So there's a lot. There's a lot in these cards. So the first card I'm going to show you is the Peacock Spirit, Let It Shine, and it's the number 46. I want to draw attention to the heart chakra. So the heart chakra is going to be going through some sort of awakening this month where you absolutely will shine your light on other people and inspire them to shine their light as well. The Peacock Spirit is about self-expression. Again, shining your light, inspiring others to do the same. It is very much Empress energy, along with this crown that this peacock is wearing here. It reminds me of Empress energy. So very abundant, very heart-centered. The next card we have out is the Whale Spirit, Trust the Great Mystery, number 65. The Whale Spirit talks about accepting the fact that you don't know everything. Whales have been around for so long, and they carry every sound and emotion and thought deep, deep, deep within them, deep within the ocean. Okay. So it's really just accepting that spirit is working with you. And the seeds that you have planted in the past, the angels are very, very much tending to them. So you're not going to know everything at this time. Spirit really, and it goes right along with this peacock spirit. Spirit really wants you to understand that experiencing things through your heart space instead of trying to intellectually make sense of them is what you should be focusing on at this time. I'm going to pull clarifiers for each of these as well. So we'll get into that. But the next card is Coyote Spirit, Trust in Divine Detours, and number 16. The coyote talks about learning lessons, like revisiting patterns from the past that maybe you haven't quite let go of yet, which makes complete sense because Mercury will be retrograde in August. We are in the shadow period. It also talks about having gratitude, gratitude for the lessons, gratitude and grace for yourself for going through these lessons, revisiting these things so you can close out a cycle and move forward. And with the numerology here, which I will explain after this next few cards, it definitely shows that you're closing a cycle here. We also have the Mouse Spirit, Tend to the Small Things, number 40. So the Mouse Spirit talks about really reading the fine print, having clear communication with all parties. Say you're buying a house or you're signing a contract with somebody. It's a really good time to make sure you're paying attention to the very small things. What seems small may be very important. Maybe you are, pushing off a feeling that you have in your intuition. And this is not the time to do that. It is time to seriously pay attention to what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what you're interacting with in and outside of your space. Okay. Mercury is the planet of communications. So just make sure you're doing that this month. Now, on the bottom of the deck here, the overall energy is the Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. And that is the number 15. So the Cow Spirit talks about fulfillment and gratitude and focusing on feeding your soul. You're going to be getting the rewards for the seeds that you have already planted. So be very generous and share the rewards with other people, and that's how you will manifest more. So with the numerology here, we have 10, 11, 7, 4, and 6. Okay, so 10s are about completing a cycle, ending a cycle. 11s are about, obviously it's the next step after 10, right? So it's starting a new cycle, but it's also about a spiritual awakening. So there will be some sort of, and I'm going to say a heart awakening for you this month that is really going to allow you to share yourself with other people, the true you. I think you're shedding a layer of a mask for yourself that is no longer in alignment with you. We also have the number 7, which talks about reassessment and reflection and planning, right? And then we have the number 4, which talks about the foundations. It talks about stability. It can also talk about stagnation. So, and then we also have the number 6 with the cow spirit. And 6s are about community relationships, help, and support. So I'm seeing 4, 6, 7. But the one that's missing is 5. Okay. And 5s are about conflict, chaos, and change. So it's almost like you are leveling up above some conflict and chaos in your life, and you're transmuting it and changing it into something that is more aligned with you, which is beautiful. I'm seeing in the coyote spirit all the feathers here. Now that talks about feathers, and there are many different versions of this, right? Because all feathers mean something different. But feathers in general mean that your guardian angels are with you at this time. They're surrounding you, protecting you, guiding you. And then with the cow spirit, I see all these sunflowers down here, and that is also indicative of a spiritual awakening. Okay. And then with flowers in general, I'm hearing plant the seeds, plant the seeds, plant the seeds. So the seeds that you are planting right now and through the month of August are going to bring that reward for you, whatever they may be. So I'm going to pull some cards for each one of these. See what we have for Peacock Spirit. Yeah, I could see that. It is the 5 of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Hierophant. Yeah. You're coming out of this space where you feel alone, you feel sadness, you feel left out of something, and look, death on the bottom. So you're closing out this cycle of hiding yourself. It's like you have, and my nose, like every time I channel, my nose itches. So you have all the tools you need, right? The Magician. You're transmuting energy right now, or in the month of August, right? Whenever you're seeing this, you'll be transmuting that energy into understanding that you do have the knowledge. You are a fixed sign. So once you do transmute energy, it's almost like you take that energy and you really stick to it. It may take you quite some time to transmute energy or to change in any way. But that depends on your birth chart or whatever, right? So it seems like you're going to be taking all this energy, transmuting it, and you don't have to do this again. You're going to be starting this new cycle of letting your heart be what guides you. And the Hierophant does talk about tradition and marriage. Justice system as well. It doesn't have to be, though, like judge. I do see 2 keys on here. So you may be moving. Maybe getting new keys to a house or keys to a car or something. Something about travel and movement. And I do see, like, with the Magician, it's always as above, so below. So it's like bringing things. Spirit will be helping you bring things from the ethers down to physical reality. All right, let's see the Whale Spirit. All right, we have the 8 of Cups, the 6 of Cups. One more, please. Wow. I'm not going to take them all, but I'll tell you what they are. I'm going to take the Sun. Then we have the Page of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the Hanged Man also popped out. And the Fool was on the bottom here. So right away, what I'm seeing is an emotional change is happening, right? We're switching off that logical, ego, masculine part of our mind, and we're dipping into that feminine space, which makes sense because this Empress was really like, boom, calling out to me. The peacock spirit is like, Empress, Empress. So, which is your card as a Taurus, you're ruled by Venus. So you are really going to be dipping into that heart space. You're walking away from the past, like walking away from things that really just do not serve you anymore. They are not how you should be living your life, like old belief systems, old thought patterns, old traditions even. Especially with the Hanged Man, 8 of Swords, and that Page of Wands, it was like, it was keeping you stagnant. Whatever this past thing is, right? It was keeping you stagnant and stuck in a logical mind space instead of really dipping down into that heart, which leads you to doing things out of passion. And that always brings us more joy and fulfillment, right? So you're starting this new journey with the Fool would have been on the bottom. And you're going to stop holding yourself back. You're going to stop holding yourself back from having new beginnings. Coyote spirit. 6 of Swords. The 2 of Wands. And the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Makes total sense. All right, so trust in divine detours. We have the 9 of Cups on the bottom here. So 6 of Swords talks about moving on to calmer waters, right? There's like these rocky shores on one side and then moving quickly, quite quickly, away from the chaos and conflict and it's the calm boat is what I'm hearing. 6 of Swords always reminds me of the calm boat. So, and you're looking at new ways to go, right? The 2 of Wands, he has one staff in his hand and he has the world in the other hand. So it's like he's chosen a path and he's looking at the world like, okay, well, I want to go this way, or where do I go next, right? He's pretty much left everything behind and he's ready to go on this new adventure. And it's almost like you may have a path in mind, but Spirit has other plans, is what I'm hearing. With the Ace of Pentacles, it's almost like it comes out of nowhere. And that's exactly what trust in divine detours is, right? You think you're going to be going one certain way, and Spirit's like, yeah, that could be good, except for this one's better. So they're going to be taking you, just be open-minded and open to new ideas, open to all ideas, I should say, all ideas. Because there's going to be an offer that comes in for you that is almost out of the blue. Like you almost don't expect it to come. And it's going to bring you wish fulfillment and an equal give and take, right? And that also goes along with being generous. Maybe you get more money from a business that you started and you didn't expect it to come, right? So sharing that generosity with other people is what's going to manifest back into your life. You'll bring that right back around. Tell me about Mouse Spirit. Temperance. Ace of Wands. Wow. Yeah, you're transmuting some energy this month for sure. One more, please. Page of Pentacles. With Death on the bottom again. Yeah, this is definitely an ending of a cycle. Okay, so with Temperance, Temperance talks about transmuting energy, right? Taking something, tempering it so it's turns into something else, okay? And with the cups and water, it is emotion, at least to me, okay? So when we say you're angry and you want to transmute that into productivity, right? Most people I know, especially Capricorns, we like to take any emotion we have and transmute it into our work. And that's literally what all artists do. So that's one way that could show up for you. The Ace of Wands talks about passion, creativity, going towards what it is you want. There's something that is driving you. And then the Page of Pentacles, it can talk about a new venture. It can also talk about a message of something that's passionate, right? But with it being the pentacle and not the cup, I would say that it is more 3D. So it could be like the house analogy. Maybe you're moving and you finally get an offer on a house, or you're selling your house and whatever that is for you, right? So you could be finding something, you're tempering a situation, which could be like this going down a different path that you didn't expect. And then you temper that out, and all of a sudden you're really excited to move forward, and you start from the beginning. The Page of Pentacles pages in general are the beginning. They're the innocent, the naive, the first time you've ever done anything people in tarot. So it's like you are ready and excited to move forward on this venture. Now we see Death on the bottom, right? So you're closing out a cycle of maybe not having enough money, I would say, enough fulfillment at that. It's taken you a long time to get to this point. You've been gaining a lot of knowledge and wisdom. It's been kind of painful to get here, more focusing on the past and letting the devil, right? The devil's here. So letting the devil, which is just toxic energy, right? Stuff that's not good for you, kind of been letting that go for quite some time. So you're closing out that cycle to move yourself forward. Okay, congratulations. That was the Four of Cups. I fell on the floor. Four of Cups actually talks about like apathy, or not seeing the full picture, not seeing an offer possibly. What do we have for guidance for Taurus for August 2024? The Sun. You have the Sun twice in this reading. The Hermit. Eight of Cups. Ooh. One more, please. Yeah. And the Five of Cups. That's wonderful. All right, so the Spirit is trying to convey that they would really, really like you to go within and shine a light on whatever it is that is keeping you in a stuck position, right? Where you feel like you're constantly reflecting on the past, constantly looking at the things that are not good instead of the things that are good. Figure out where those are, shine a light on those so those can be let go and healed. New things are trying to come in for you. Yeah, the things that you're manifesting are trying to come in for you. So you have to let go of the old ways of thinking and believing and doing things to make room for new, right? You can't take the old you with you into a new life. You have to shed the old you, which is easier said than done, right? But I think you're well on your way to doing that this month. Absolutely. Now I'm going to take some of these cards. I've been using these interactive cards. They're actually used for parts work in therapy. But I like to use them as inner child healing cards just to see what needs to be healed during this time. So what does Taurus need to heal? Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. All right. I can see that being very relevant. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we have, I will show you the picture here. We have this image. Okay. So in that image, it is almost like you're struggling with self-image. Okay. Maybe you don't want to go down a certain path because of what other people may think or feel or whatever this is, right? I'm just getting something around your self-image for sure. Then we have this photo, which means you could be healing like ancestral loss is what I'm hearing. Like you're healing like generations of loss and lack. So I don't think this is just this lifetime, my friends. I think you need to find some peace really to go within with this next image. She has this book open and she looks very peaceful, right? She has like tea in a cup next to her with all of these books. Books also tell me to gain more knowledge around certain areas. So paying more attention to spirit when they're speaking to you, whether it's reading a book, listening to books, taking a class, whatever that is for you, just gaining more knowledge in general. But in this, it's almost like finding a safe space and a quiet space to really honor yourself and honor your soul and do things that fulfill you. It's like your ancestors really want you to do this. Maybe you've come from a long line of really hard workers and you never allow yourself space to just be. So that could be relevant for you. We also have this image here. And like, it's almost like this girl is going, she has a candle in her hand, right? A white candle, which actually represents purity. She's even wearing white, right? So it's like the innocent part of you is going into the deepest, darkest parts of your subconscious mind. And what I keep hearing is there's treasure there, there's treasure there, there's treasure there. Like it's over and over on repeat. And this cat is sitting on here and guarding this treasure for you. So it's like this inner part of you that you maybe haven't really let out in quite some time. Like I see this girl almost looks like this woman. They have the same hair color, almost same facial structure as well. So it's like you have this need for peace and calm in order to go within to actually visit the space to know what it is that you're missing, what it is that is lacking, that's not fully fulfilled in your life. But if you look, you'll find it. You'll find it. Like that treasure chest is beaming with light. And then it's like this right here. This image is the last one. And in it, she's reading a book, right? And it reminds me of just fantasy, like going back to your childlike ways and imagining things and being playful and learning. And she's reading a book that says Treasury of Greek Mythology. There's a castle in the background. There's UFOs. There's a Pegasus, the moon, right? A bunch of like little bears and a couple more books down here that she's been reading. There's even like a wizard. So it's like really just tapping into that childlike sense of wonder and glee and happiness and fulfillment. Your inner child really needs that to be set free. It needs to be completely let out so other people can see how important that is for growth, for change, for happiness, for fulfillment. Yeah, this was a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for being here. I really enjoy sharing space with you. If this video resonates with you, please leave a comment down below and let me know how it resonates. If it does not resonate, again, check your other signs. This is general, so it may not resonate for you. Also, please like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and share it with other people who may need this message. Okay, thank you.